Break that lane, I'm trying to make a name, but my sick thoughts got me by my brain. I'm searching for my, how ironic how we hustle for the same, but get bracelets for trying to get a chain, and they want to take up.
So this video is about the 1619 story and a conversation I had with legendary Top Cats about those first Africans who came to America.
Ain't nothing African about Virginia. You talking about a European and an Aboriginal situation. You talking about Virginia.
So they didn't bring any Africans into Virginia?
Well, what Africans made a difference? You had those 19 that came in 1619, and if I was y'all, I'd be embarrassed to pull that because that wasn't even the situation of somebody being brought from West Africa in the slave situation. That was the situation that happened with. So that where did they get those people from?
So they came from Luanda, Angola. They was on the San Juan Batista.
Listen,
that
did
shit
they steal that boat? How did they meet them people? They came from
they was going to Veracruz, Mexico. They was going to Veracruz, Mexico.
They jacked the boat and took them people. So now let's not try to use this modern day story body where they try to
No. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
That's what you're doing.
No, I'm not. So
what happened to those people though?
Hold on.
They freed them?
Hold on.
They got their freedom, and some of them became slave owners. So
yeah.
I'd be ashamed to even pull that shit.
Hold
you
on.
Want to make it especially if you got a slave narrative.
You don't want the whole story to come out. That's what it is. I'm just trying to ask you a question. Was it 3 ships or 2 ships involved in that encounter?
I can't remember right now.
It's 3.
They don't change
2 ships. No. It's always been 2 ships jumped on 1 ship in the Caribbean. But y'all fail to realize that 1 ship that they jumped was called the San Juan Batista. That ship is on record coming from Luanda, Angola, and it was destined to go to Veracruz, Mexico. Here we have the 1619 story in question. Now, in the conversation I had with Top Cats, I told him that they came from Luanda, Angola, and they was on a ship called the San Juan Batista. So let's read a little bit. The Africans who came to Virginia in 1619 had been taken from Angola and West Central Africa. They were captured in a series of wars that was part of a much broader Portuguese hostilities against the Congo and Ndogo kingdoms in other states. These captives were then forced to march 100 to 200 miles to the coast to the major slave trade port of Luanda. They were put on board the San Juan Batista, which carried 350 captives bound for Veracruz on the coast of Mexico in the summer of 1619. Nearing her destination, the slave ship was attacked by 2 English privateers, the White Lion and the Treasurer, in the Gulf of Mexico and robbed of 50 to 60 Africans. The 2 privateers then sailed to Virginia, where the White Lion arrived at Point Comfort, or present-day Hampton, Virginia, towards the end of August. Here we are on the Slave Voyages website, and they also mention the 1619 ship, the San Juan Batista, and the voyage ID number is 29251. If anybody wants to look it up. Right, and this is just the information they have on it. It was in Luanda, headed to Veracruz, year 1619. Captain's name, Miguel Pinto Moto. And here are the sources, and they mention the 1619 20-and-out Negroes. Y'all not telling the whole story. You didn't do nothing last time.
You're not telling the whole story by picking the pieces of the story that you want to tell.
Hold on, no. He just tried to tell a story of 1619 and don't know if it's 2 or 3 boats. Y'all not telling the same story. Y'all not telling the whole, because that 3rd boat came from Angola. That's why.
So why nobody know about that then but you?
Everybody knows about it.
Go get it then.
And there lies the problem within a lot of these conscious communities, specifically this one we're talking about now, the Aboriginal community. Their so-called leaders just don't know the history. They tell half of the story from a biased point of view, as we've seen with Top Cats. So moral to this video, 1619, those Africans that was taken by the White Lion and Treasurer was on a boat named the San Juan Batista that came from Luanda, Angola. That's just the facts. That's it. It's not a coincidence that the conscious community is not so conscious.
The term African American to refer to all Black people was endorsed only since 1988, but was against the desires of the majority of Black people.
All right, hold on. Let's stop it right there. So he said only 1988. Let's listen again, because this is a big confusion in in a lot of the conscious community. They don't like this term African American. They think it was just made up in 1988, which is ridiculous, right? Let's hear it again.
1988 was founded. The term African American to refer to all Black people was endorsed only since 1988.
So you heard him, was endorsed only since 1988. So let's run down a little bit of history. Let's run down some history. Life and life. What you talking about? I'm gonna drop the link. So this article is from the Ottawa Lever, 1887. So here we have an organization called the African American League. It has for its object the protection of colored citizens. So we know colored people are the Black people. Topeka, Kansas, September 24th, about 250 delegates are here to attend the meeting called for the purpose of organizing the African American League for the protection of colored people in their rights as citizens. Kansas is the 5th state in the union to form a league. So there's 5 states who already have this African American League. Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Alabama have already organized state leagues. This is the first general organization of the colored race, and great enthusiasm for the object of the league is manifested everywhere among the colored people. Like I said, this is in 1887. You see African American. And we can go way further. I just want to show the people participated in this. Like here we have an article, and like I said, everything I'm using is in the description. It's in the description. So this is in 1885, the Florence Tribune from Kansas. So it says Friday, January 1st, African American Day. It says African and Emancipation Day. This is intended to be a double celebration of what the colored race have contributed to the material development of America and of the anniversary of emancipation. Fred Douglass and ex-U.S. Senator Bruce of Mississippi will be invited to deliver addresses. So why is Frederick Douglass participating in the African American Day if the term doesn't even come around to the 1980s? How is this fucking even possible? How? I need to know, Dane. How is this possible? All right. So now we have from the Times-Picayune in New Orleans, Louisiana. Right. Another celebration of African American Day. It says Colonial James Lewis, chairman of the Colored Auxiliary Committee, on behalf of the committee, has invited ex-governor PBS Pinchback to deliver the welcome address to the distinguished colored men. So colored, African American, Black, they're all synonymous. Negro, they all go together. They're the same people. Nobody was reclassified. They're the same people. To deliver an address to the distinguished colored men on January 1st, African American Day. African American Day. Governor Pinchback has accepted being heartily in favor of the exposition movement. So we have ex-government officials, black men, who are accepting this, who are going with this. This is not new. This didn't pop up in the 1980s. We've been doing this, right? This is from the Herald and Review, Illinois, Decatur, Illinois, 1884. Again, everything I'm using is in the description. The African American Conference, Baltimore, Maryland, May 8th. The fourth day session of the African American Conference was held today. Reverend W.H. Harder reported a resolution in favor of establishing a connectional mutual aid society, adopted after which the bishop appointed a committee from each of the subordinate conferences to carry out the provisions of the resolution. So mutual aid society. So we got Africans participating in mutual aid, which is to help each other, which is Pan-Africanism, something y'all are so scared of. Shit is ridiculous, right? So right there, I showed you about 4 sources of them using African American, applying to the people. You know, people are celebrating African American Day. They got leagues where they're joining up statewide for the benefit of our people. This is all Pan-Africanism, right? But Dane, he likes to use deception. So he fools y'all to believe certain things is not true, or, you know, y'all just don't read, whatever the case is. But
Break that lane, I'm trying to make a name, but my sick thoughts got me by my brain. I'm searching for my how ironic how we hustle for the same, but get bracelets for trying to get a chain, and they wanna take up.
You don't have the guts to be what you want to be.
the reason I do these videos is to see if people can be honest with themselves, to see if they can be critical of the people that they follow on these social media platforms. So up now, I have legendary Top Cats, who should be called legendary hypocrite.
I'm not in control of the family. Then it's not me that can come out here and study something and go back and tell my grandma and my auntie and them that, hey, this is who we are. Now they know exactly who they are. You know what I mean? And I'm not one of these people who gonna come out here and tell you that I'm 100% Indian and I ain't got no, and I know what the hell happened here. You know what I'm saying? We have our burial sites down in Louisiana. We have 2 burial sites down there, one on 40 acres, another one on 100. On one of them, they have Spaniards. We have Irish. That's why I always talk about the Black Dutch here. We got Black Irish, Black Spaniards. We have Africans. I told motherfuckers that my grandma, her great grandma was mixed with African. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of flack from that in my community. Right. I'm not here to lie to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to talk about that.
How you know that, bro? How you know you ain't got no African blood in you?
Because I know who my mom and dad is.
So you saying that the Africans and the Indians wasn't hooking up? They wasn't getting together?
What? No, sir. Prove it. They're not melanated. They're not melanated. Your parents are not melanated. Bro.
Tell you something, bro. We don't give them nothing. We don't give them nothing. Oh yeah, you know, in some cases, that nigga prove it. Hell no. I told motherfuckers that my grandma, her great grandma was mixed with African. I ain't seen no African nigga. Prove it. I'm not giving you niggas no African. I'm not. You can't have it. I told motherfuckers that my grandma, her great grandma was mixed with African. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of flack from that in my community. Right.
So you heard it from the horse's mouth. 1 minute he's African, next minute he's not.
I see you. You know, I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. How you want it, dog? Huh?
Break the lane, I'm trying to make a name, but my sick thoughts got me by my brain. I'm searching for my how ironic how we hustle for the same, but get bracelets for trying to get a chain, and they wanna take up.
If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is my very first video in English, and maybe we'll have more, I don't know. But I thought it was important to make a video in English for this, because this is actually about my African American relatives, distant, very distant relatives. A while ago, I did a DNA test with an American company, and actually, excuse me, let me give you a little summary of my background. I'm sorry, I did not, since you probably haven't watched my videos in French, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So I am from Gabon, which is a small country in Central Africa. It's actually on the western coast, but it's in the central area of Africa. So we say that it's part of the central region of Africa. I'm part of the Fang tribe, which is a tribe that exists in several countries: Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, and Congo. I think that's it. Yeah. There's about, I don't know, I think about 1 million of us. A while ago, like a couple of years ago, I was interested in knowing more about my, I guess my background. I mean, I kind of knew who I was, but I wanted to make sure, because you never know, and there's always family secrets. So yeah, but I was pleasantly surprised because my DNA test came back, and I'm 100% African. I'm 99% from the Congo Basin area. So this comprises Cameroon, Congo, and I guess Gabon and Equatorial Guinea. Basically, this is where the Fang people, where they are today. So 99% I'm from there, and 1% I am a, oh, I forgot the term they use. Ancestral African, something like that. So I looked it up, and it's basically very, very ancient African. Sorry. So it's basically the Khoisans of South Africa, but also I had no idea. So they're related to Pygmies. Pygmies are mostly in the central area of Africa. So I'm either 1% Khoisan or 1% Pygmy. I don't know. But being 1% Pygmy is actually very interesting because I'm a tall girl, like I'm 5'11". So the reason why I wanted to make this video was because I remember this story that my mom used to tell us. So apparently in my family, there's like a great, I don't know how many greats, how many generations, but a great, like an ancestor. Well, not an ancestor, but a brother of an ancestor. So it's a great uncle who just disappeared one day, just vanished from the village and was never seen again. And so everybody in the family kind of agreed. I mean, that's the story we've heard. That's the story we hear today, that he was probably taken to be kidnapped, stolen, to become a slave in the Americas, and so we never heard from him again. But thanks to technology today, it's just amazing. So after, when you get your test results, you get to see who and how many people you're related to, in this country, in the United States. And I was very surprised to see that there's over 700 people I'm related to. Here are my DNA results. So I'm 99% from Cameroon, Congo, Southern Bantu peoples. This is probably, the Fang tribe, because yeah, we're from, Gabon, Cameroon, Congo, the small Congo Brazzaville, and this tiny country here is Equatorial Guinea. So here it is. Now let's go check out my matches. All right, so I'm gonna hide the names. And there you go. I have like hundreds and hundreds of people. It's crazy. It's crazy. So most of them are African American. Some of them are Latinos, and a few are even Asian and white. And I was very surprised. And when you look at their DNA profiles, you see that they have some African ancestry. I guess they just look white or Latino. I mean, because it's probably the majority of their genes, but they do have some African genes. It's just wow. So we see a lot of people. I'm surprised. I'm like, wow. So this person, if indeed it's him, if this person was taken from my family, had a lot of descendants. And who knows, maybe there was more than one person who was taken. I don't know. Anyway, this is the one story that I know. So I thought I'd share it with you. So here goes. A lot of people. Wow. And it's like between 5th and 8th, I think, cousin, something like that. And so I guess it's between, well, it's a lot of generations, you know. So it's like at least we must have shared a great grandparents, something like that. And it's just amazing, you know. And so I try to calculate what it meant, and it probably means that this great uncle was taken probably in the first third of the 19th century, something like that. So yeah, I thought it was interesting to just talk about this and to talk about how, as an African, I was aware of slavery. Of course, we all are. You know, we have all read about it. We've all watched movies about it, but it just feels so distant, you know. And of course, I have a lot of compassion for the people who were taken, the people who now descend from those people who were taken. Like, we come from the same people, we don't really know each other, you know, and it's just so sad. It's just so sad. But now, having taken this test and having seen that I'm related to all those people, it's just very wow. It's an eye opener. I mean, I'm shocked. Well, not really shocked. I mean, it's not really that surprising, but it's just it's sad. I'm sad. I'm sad for him. I'm sad for the great uncle who was kidnapped and who never saw his family again. I don't even know what to say. I mean, yeah. I'm sad that I'm really sad that this happened, and I don't know. I guess my story is just about how, you know, we may think we're all different, you know, because, you know, we come from different places, but really we all know we have common ancestors, and so maybe we should just try to work on our differences and just try to, you know, get acquainted more, you know, get to know each other more, because we all are from the same family. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Thanks, Mike.
See you next month.
So you can get these delivered? It's literally water.com. Your favorite water brands, on schedule, delivered right to your door. They even have 5-gallon bottles, too. Whoa, hey, buddy. Shin guards.
Got him.
Yeah, my me times and my tea times are few and far between these days. Are you practicing your short game right now?
I sure am.
Quality water.
Peace. We back. The other live stream was a little bit too long. My bad, y'all. But we here now. It did look like it was getting a little hectic there for a minute. But yo, we came here. We're gonna talk about the latest with Asho Speed. He went down to the Virgin Islands. So we see a lot of Aboriginals and these pretendians. They're starting to pull from something that they seen on the video, right? So we're gonna talk about that. But first, I'm just give you an example of something I found on TikTok. You can find hundreds of these videos where, you know, these people are just really misrepresenting that whole Asho Speed thing. But what up, everybody? Hit the like button, share the video. Come on, do that for me one time. And y'all know, I always ask y'all, you know what I'm saying, leave a comment at the end of the video. If you was at the last video, you should go leave a comment. Go leave a comment on any video. That just helps put it out there in the algorithm, right? But we're gonna listen to this guy real quick. And then we're gonna go and show the Asho Speed video. And we're just gonna take it from there.
Black Americans, let me ask you a question. Are you noticing that Asho Speed is over there in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and you have black people over there, blacker than me, by the way, who are telling him they were the original indigenous before Columbus? Are you noticing there's no compilations about how those people over there are pretendians? Where are all the red-skinned Indians from here always lecturing us? Oh, you got nothing to say. You ain't said shit about Cheddar Man yet. you know, the black-skinned indigenous person over there in Britain who's got white descendants. They ain't say shit about I Show Speed and all the black-skinned indigenous people over there in the U.S. Virgin Islands. It is fascinating. The only time people want to shout out, pretendian, you don't know history. Oh, you don't know history. It's when it's foundational Black Americans. But when everybody else say the same shit, they suddenly shut the fuck up. Fascinating, isn't it? Foundational Black Americans. Let me ask you a question. Are you noticing that I Show?
So you hear them, right? They're talking about, oh, he ran into some indigenous Black people there, shit like that, right? So how can we? Nobody's just gonna be like, oh well, what this saying isn't true. Well, let's actually see what they're talking about. So this is the clip right here from I Show Speed. I'm gonna play this for a couple minutes. I might stop in between, but we're gonna get into this. Like, who are these Black indigenous people in the Virgin Islands? They're claiming to be Taino. Well, let's get to it.
Indians?
So, here in the Virgin Islands, the Taino people was here. No, come down, guys, get down. The Taino are the original indigenous people that was here in the Caribbean and in the Virgin Islands. I know you met with our brothers and sisters in Dominica, the Calanango tribe.
Yes.
And we wanted to present these gifts to you. This is South from South Island. This was big. We are all.
What's the bit rate?
Right now.
Okay.
We are all the children of the current chief of the Guinea Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands. Our mom, Cacique Makia.
So now, this is what you're supposed to look for, right? This is what you're supposed to look for. He's giving us the information right now. He said he's the chief. Well, they're the children of the chief, right? And he said her name, McKeefin. I don't know. I might be messing the name up, but we can hear him pronounce it. But that's the name of the mother, who's chief.
Of the Guinea.
Okay.
We are all the children of the current chief of the Guinea Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands. Our mom, Cacique Makia, she handpicked this salt from South Island. I want to gift it to you. All of this. Since St. Thomas is known as Rock City, we wanted to give you this. This is our tool our ancestors used to make. And of course, you got it right.
What is
right
it?
there.
What is it used for?
You can use it for anything.
Protection.
Wait.
So I want to go back over that again. He said he's the descendant of those people.
Want to lose weight without losing muscle? Factor got me there. I was tired of all the cutting and bulking cycles, so instead of
right.
Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands. We are all the children of the current chief of the Guinea Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands. Our mom, Cacique Makia, she handpicked this salt from South Island, and we want to gift it to you. Along with this, since St. Thomas is known as Rock City, we wanted to give you this. This is our tool our ancestors used to make. And of course, you got it right.
What is
right
it?
there.
What is it used for?
You can use it for anything.
Protection.
So y'all. Wait. So real hair?
Yeah.
No way.
So automatically, the Arrows, they see these Black people, right? And they're automatically like, oh, they're talking about Black people on indigenous. But we're going to go and see what his mom says. She's the chief. She can speak better than anybody, right? Right, so here's a picture of their mom. That's a picture of their mom. We're going to go over it. She even says that her great-grandfather is African. So she does have some Black admixture. But the other part is what we call Native American, Taino. We can see it when we look at her. We wouldn't say that, some people might say she's mixed, or some people might just say she looks Native American. Right, and I'm gonna try to do this quick because it's really even though, right? This shit is simple. But Makia Fan Phillips, right? You heard them say this. Their chief is a U.S. Virgin Island, and their mother is a U.S. Virgin Islander indigenous rights activist, a non-profit executive serving as the cacique of the Guinea Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands, a tribe for Taino descendants. She is the founder and president of the non-profit Opia Taino International, Inc. In 2022, due largely to her efforts in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Governor Albert Bryant issued a proclamation of Indigenous Day, and he has since referenced her tribe's contribution to preserving Indigenous history and education in the observance of the holiday. Early in life, Phillips is the great-granddaughter of Francisca Almestica Delgado and the granddaughter of Balencida Almestica. I don't know how to say that, but according to Phillips, her great-grandmother, now this is according to Phillips, this is their mother. So their mother says her great-grandmother at the age of 14 was kidnapped by from Viquez, Puerto Rico, by the pirate James Abbott. Delgado was brought to the Salt Island, which is her grandmother. Was brought to the Salt Island, British Virgin Islands, where she later had children with an African man. So, if her great grandmother had children with an African, where is this 100% Aboriginal? And she's the one that's really the Aboriginal. The other ones are the descendants. They're mixed with African. It's that simple, right? So exhibit teaches Virgin Islanders about Taino culture. So we can see what she says here. And again, this is a picture of her. This is their mother. Right? This is their mother. Right? He told us who. Let's listen again.
From South Island. This was big. We are all.
What's the bit rate?
What's that right now?
Okay.
We are all the children of the current chief of the Guinea Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands. Our mom, Cacique Makia Fan, she handpicked this salt from South Island.
So we got their mom. We're looking at their mom right here. Right? She says her great grandfather was African. You could be Taino and not even know it. Let me zoom in. She said, you could be Taino and know it. Micaiah Fan an audience of about Saturday afternoon at the Opia Taino exhibit at the Virgin Islands Humanities Council Center. The crowd immersed itself in Taino food, traditional clothing, artifacts, and culture at the exhibit titled A Walk in My Moccasins. Guests flipped through pages of stories, pictures, and educational material. Let me put this on for you. Where I'm at. Okay. The Taino people as a tribe are gone, but Phillips, a member of the United Confederation of Taino People, and Opea Taino International, said cultures never really die because they are remembered by historians and are passed on genetically through ancestors. There are no full descendants of Taino since Christopher Columbus, Phillips says. So she even says that they're mixed. They became a mixed culture of several cultures, teaching and growing together. Residents of the Virgin Island, Puerto Rico, and surrounding islands represent a melting pot of many different ethnicities and ways of life, Phillips added. Freed Africans were often sent to Taino villages where they married and created new generations. Oh, Africans mixing with the indigenous people? Maybe that's why some of them look black? I don't know. This is just what the chief says. This is what their mother says. I'm not making this up. Besides, it's an educational value. The exhibit is designed to preserve and promote Virgin Island culture and to bring attention to the Taino's efforts to rebury remains found in Tutu in 1990 during the construction of the mall. When the area was excavated, Phillips said, a 600 to 800-year-old village with 18 layers of human remains, artifacts, was uncovered. Most of the items were removed for a study and have been in storage since. Phillips hopes to find a place in the Virgin Islands where she can lay the remains to rest permanently, along with a guaranteed permanent resting place. Phillips says she would like to recreate a small Taino village for locals and tourists to learn firsthand about Taino culture. The goal is to get a village built in the Virgin Islands as a memorial to Taino ancestors, but it will have to be privately funded, she said, noting that efforts to aside a space at Magens Bay were declined by the Magens Bay Authority because it does not have resources for the project at the time. In the display, a model of traditional village showed such things as huts with cone-shaped roofs, a ball court and lookout stations. Artifacts excavated from a Haitian Taino village showed that Taino people made everything they needed from planting stones. Gabriel St. Surin of the Bureau of Corrections brought back the artifacts from Haiti. He pointed out ornaments, dishes, and incense burner made from heavy stone tools. St. Surin noted that importance of the frogs in the Taino culture, as several of their stone pieces had decorative frogs carved in them. The Taino people primarily ate fish, chicken, iguanas, local fruits, ako, which is used like curry, and pineapples, which they kept in their homes for good luck. Phillips made traditional Taino dishes such as pumpkin, rice, a cassava dish, barbecue chicken, carrot, candies, spice, and sauces for attendees. Phillips makes presentations at schools and sells Taino-inspired items such as spices and handmade crafts, right? And there's a number for further information if you want to reach out, right? But again, this is their mother.
It takes 90 seconds for this NASA-engineered AC cool down your room. It's smaller than a toaster, cools any room in 90 seconds, and uses just a fraction of the energy of a regular AC. This incredible invention was built by two engineers, Thomas Berger and Leo Garcia, who used to work on thermal control systems for NASA space missions. They were tired of seeing people struggle every summer with broken ACs, $300 power bills, and unbearable indoor heat. And when a power outage during a heat wave left their family sweltering with temperatures soaring past 90 degrees, they decided to take matters into their own hands and create a groundbreaking portable AC capable of cooling down any room in a matter of minutes.
We got to hear it again. She already said that the people, the Taino people, intermixed with the Africans. She said it.
We wanted to present these gifts to you. This is South from South Island. This was big. We are all. What's the bid rate? Right now. Okay. We are all the children of the current chief of the Guinea Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands. Our mom, Kasike Makia Fan, she handpicked.
Masiki, that's a title. Makia Fan is her name. She sat there and said, she told us what? That the residents of Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and surrounding islands represent a melting pot of many different ethnicities and ways of life, Phillips added. Freed African slaves were often sent to Taino villages where they married and created a new generation. Right? She tells you there are no full descendants of Taino since Columbus. Ever since then, they've been mixing. What else does she say? So this was the observation that I showed you in the wiki where they said for the Indigenous Day, right? And they lay out a couple things, right? I'm not going to read it all, but I'm going to read this last one, right? It says, whereas the results of research, DNA tests, and oral tradition affirm the existence of descendants. Now, she worked on the existence of descendants of indigenous Amerindian people within the United States Virgin Islands, including the Guinea Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands, guided by Makia Fan Phillips since May 2012, whose tribal membership, in accordance to United Nations Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People, officially bestowed upon Makia Fan Phillips the esteemed rank and honor. Right. So if you do if you go look her up and shit, you'll see that, you know, she took a DNA test and things like that. So it's like, what is even the point when their mother don't even say the things that the Abos are saying? Right? The Abos are saying that her children are the people that when Europeans got here, that's what the Europeans seen is people like her children. She's like, no, they would look more like her, right? But she's just her children are descendant, right? They mix with the Africans here. So let's see what she says in this interview.
I'm a great grandmother, so.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's very important to me that they know their history. And it's very important to me that people understand in the Caribbean, when I started looking for my family line, this is not the face that I found. We are completely mixed with African, with Carib, mixed.
So hold on. So what did the chief say? This is the chief of these Taino people. This is Micaiah Fan. This is the mother and the chief. What's she say?
This is not the face that I found. We are completely mixed with African, with Carib, with Spanish, from Spain, Irish, British. My pizza looks like a DNA.
Damn, why does she want to act up now?
It looks like a Irish, British. My pizza looks like a mixed. This is not the. I started looking for my family line. This is not the face that I found. We are completely mixed with African. We are completely mixed with African, with Carib, with Spanish.
She says it, they're mixed. Her children, damn, why did I get rid of that video? Her children are the product of the mixture. Her descendants are the product of that. Like she is a product of her ancestors. This shit is not that hard to understand. Where the fuck is this picture at? Hold on, y'all, my bad. Oh, here it goes. Right? These are her and her descendants. This is they pops, a black man. She's the indigenous. It's not that hard to come up with this. Right? Don't get mad at me for what she said. And we got another clip from this interview. Right, I'm all done here. Couple more clips to show y'all, and we done with this. Because this is real simple. If they watch the video and listen to what they said, right? Like I just did. This is where you get the information. This is how you track down a source. You listen.
Yes. We wanted to present these gifts to you. This is South from South Island. This was big. We are all. What's the bid rate? Right now. Okay. We are all the children of the current chief of the Guinea Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands. Our mom, Cacique Magia Fan. She has.
That's all we need to know, and then we can go find their mother, their chief, and let's see what she said. So let's see what she's talking about.
Amazing. Fascinating.
We are trying to connect all of us together. That's what we're trying to do. Because many of us have been displaced, and I will keep saying it. We have been so displaced that even our features.
Wait, you don't write anything down after conversations?
This is Pocket. I never go anywhere without it. At the tap of a button, it records and creates organized notes based on your conversations. I use it at work, at the doctor's, and when I'm...
Stop letting them increase your rates. I used to let them raise my car insurance every year until I found this.
Are leaving, have been so displaced that even our features are leaving. Because my great-grandmother was put on Salt Island BVI, that is the British Virgin Islands. Only one of her daughters came to the US Virgin Islands, that's my grandmother. So all of the other siblings, their children are in the BVI. And they all have African features. But they have the DNA because we all come from the same great-grandmother.
So the chief's talking about African features, mixing with Africans, doing DNA, all the things Apples is against.
Their children are in the BVI. And they all have African features. But they have the DNA because we all come from the same great-grandmother. So am I supposed to not allow my great-grandmother's children to be a part of the tribe because they look different than I do? No, we carry the same DNA. And that's what I have to make people understand. You cannot look at the Native American from the continental United States and think that's what you're going to find in the Caribbean. That's not possible.
That's a very important. This
is very easy to understand. I got 2 more clips. This is another clip. It's very easy to understand. Nobody makes the claims that the Abos make. They seen that one little clip and ran with it. They took off. Oh, we the people that Columbus seen when he got here. So we're the descendants. Okay. These people can look all types of different ways. We hear what his mother is saying. We can't get past that. His mother, the person who taught him who he is, the chief, is saying they mix with African. So what's the problem?
Things and for many years, and a lot of people find this interesting, is that I thought I was I didn't identify as black. I remember when as Caucasian, I would always put black, African American, and then one of my friends said, "Why are you checking African American?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm not white, and all my family look black, and I consider myself a light skin, And then that's when I realized it was Latino, and then later on, you learn about, the other aspects. But I grew up with Jamaicans and Haitians, and we shared. There's many overlaps in our community, our food.
Do you know why that is? That is because in Haiti, they teach you about the Taino before they teach you that you're African. And there is a lot of artifacts that they find all the time down there. They have a lot of streets named after a lot of the Taino people from back in the, our ancestors. Same thing with Jamaica. Jamaica had Indigenous Day long before anybody. They identify with the past a lot quicker than the U.S.
I do want to bring up in Jamaica, there is the Maroon community that that have their own space or reservation, if you will, that are historically known to be a mix between Africans that ran away from the slave,
Yes.
the slave enslavement, and went to the mountains, and they intermingled with the Tainos. And there have been studies, actually. Dr. Ben Torres did a study on one of the communities in Jamaica, and there was DNA proof of
Yes.
ties to the Taino, and actually they found some customs that were linked to the Tainos.
Well, I just found out recently that the Maroons of St. Croix, they're supposed to be getting some land to start a sanctuary park. So that I haven't heard too much about it, but I know it's in the making.
Oh, that's amazing, amazing. Okay, well, thank you so much, Cacique.
So if you want to see more of that video, I'll put the link in the description. Right. But the point remains the same. Their mother, these people that we've seen in that video where I show Speed, right? What does she tell us? She's the source right now. She's the reason that they're claiming what they are. So we got to go to her. She's the chief. She's the one speaking for them. Now let's listen to what she says.
Earlier about our intermingling with the Africans that was brought. I said earlier about our intermingling with the Africans that was brought. Intermingling with the Africans that was brought. Because the white DNA was wiped out, the white chromosome was wiped out with our indigenous men. We now have that replaced with either African, Kalinango, Spanish, and every other race. Actually, because we are in the Caribbean, our DNA, our features are different, but we carry the bloodline. This is my family. Our DNA says, if you claim to be a Taino, you look like me. But because we are Caribbean people, our Taino heritage spans to look like this. So now.
Why? Because they have admixture with Africans. She's been telling y'all this the whole time. But y'all just went off the I Show Speed video and just ran with it. Yo, if y'all want to hit the link, join the panel, hit the link, y'all. Hit the link, like the video, share the video. I told y'all this was going to be something quick because all we got to do is just go, read what she says, listen to what she says, and she kills their whole argument. You can't go past her. That's their mother, that's their chief.
We can no longer only look for a Taino person that looks like me. Our Tainos look like my children. Because I said earlier about our intermingling with the Africans that was brought.
The what?
Because I said earlier about our intermingling with the Africans that was brought. Because the white DNA was wiped out, the white chromosome was wiped out.
Listen, that's it. The conversation should be over. We shouldn't hear no more abos talking about, the Virgin Island Taino people who look black are what the indigenous people look like. We shouldn't hear no more of that stupid shit. Why? Because their mother, their chief tells us why they look the way they look. Because they mix with African. That's it. She just has less admixture with African. Her children has more. It's that simple. I try to make this shit, I dumb this shit down the best I could for these retarded ass abos and pretending.
Was wiped out. The white chromosome was wiped out. Our intermingling. Said earlier about our intermingling with the Africans that was brought. Because the white DNA was wiped out, the white chromosome was wiped out with our indigenous men. We now have that replaced with either African, Kalinango, Spanish, look like my children.
This shit is so fucking simple, man. Again, we got to go back to this, right? You see her children, the same ones that are here in this video are the same ones here in this video.
Original indigenous people, I was here in the Caribbean, in the Virgin Islands. I know you met with our brothers and sisters in Dominica, the Kalanango tribe.
Yes.
And we wanted to present these gifts to you. This is salt from South Island. This was big. We are all.
What's the bit rate?
We're done right now.
Okay.
We are all the children.
This shit is so simple.
The Guinea Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands. Our mom, Cacique Makia Fan, chief of the Guinea Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands. Our mom, Cacique Makia Fan, chief of the Guinea Taino tribe of the Virgin Islands. Our mom, Cacique Makia Fan.
They moms. You heard them say it, our mom. And we see them here.
Because I said earlier about our intermingling with the Africans that was brought. Because the white DNA was wiped out, the white chromosome was wiped out with our indigenous men, we now have that replaced with either African, Kalanango, Spanish, and every other race. So stop looking for Taino people only to look like me. Do your DNA, especially being born in the Virgin Islands. And you will see that our faces are very different. It is very important for me to educate, especially the Virgin Islands, because
it's really that simple, y'all. These people didn't look at it, didn't look into this not one bit. They just ran with the I want to be Aboriginal. Look at other people, black people claim to be Aboriginal. That's not what they do. Yes, they represent their Taino culture. Nothing wrong with that. Just like black Indians represent that, but they're not trying to distort the history. They know that Africans came there, Africans intermixed with the indigenous people. They're not denying that. The culture they choose to celebrate and the ethnicity they chose is the Taino. But they know Tainos are mixed with African also. Same thing with us. We're descendant of Africans, but we know that we're Black Americans. We have different African Americans. We are a different ethnic group. And that's what we choose to be.
Whenever a patient comes in to my chair, I like to assure them that we're able to help them through certain situations. They can smile again. I love being able to improve their confidence level.
A lot of times I think going to the dentist is very overwhelming and it's a little bit scary for people.
Yes. See, we're talking about Black and African Americans. We're not talking about this beef shit that we're on. We're not on this drama shit right now. We're on Aboriginal TV's channel talking about Pan-Africans throwing shots at the Aboriginals. A Pan-African came on here, our brother, that makes our shows live for real. I gotta say, all of us need to like sneak together and throw this nigga like $10 because he's one of the only Pan-African boo-boos that come up here and put up a fight. People that just come up here need to see that. They need to see an African and they need to see an Indian and they need to see the debate so they could choose a side. Not a coincidence is a major factor in this community and people don't even know it. Goofy motherfuckers.
Hey. Back again, all you fuck niggas, what you mean? Say you native, but you fraud, that's cap, nigga, we know. Hey. Hey. Say you native, but that's cap, that's fraud, nigga, we already know. Quoting fairy tales, boy, you know we know how that shit go. Faking views, faking news, cause you don't want your numbers to be low. Whole panel full of circus niggas, it's a fucking clown show. Faking streams, faking dreams, my nigga, you still chasing clout. Quoting Dr. York, my nigga, you know this a fucking code. You quoting a Washington Empress, nigga, that's all she wrote. But the only thing they standing on is them license plates. Say you owe me, but your granddaddy from Kentucky. That's a Tubi movie, my nigga, the script real clumsy. All them hours on the stream, but your cash slow.
If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please subscribe. How everybody feeling tonight? I know y'all just came from Sean P. We was over at Lucky's earlier. We got a full day, man. We got a full day. This is how we need to keep coming at them. Real consistent. Yeah, let's get to it. All right, so we're just gonna go over some shit, right? I was over at Aboriginal Powers channel a couple days ago, and we had a little conversation. So we ain't even gonna wait. We're just gonna get right into it. And basically, the conversation was about, what did we say about ourselves? This is the conversation that they always shot. They never have you can't find one black Aboriginal in the 1800s that's saying that they never been here. I mean, they was always here. They not from Africa. Wasn't a part of the slave trade. None of that garbage. Right? So let's check it out. I don't know. Matter of fact, I heard you say some crazy shit the other day.
What?
You said they wasn't using the word Africa until after 1865.
I didn't say that.
You definitely said that.
No, I didn't say that.
You said something along those lines.
No, I didn't
Or
say
they
that.
wasn't calling us African before 1865, something like that.
I don't know. I probably did say some of that fashion, but it wasn't that though.
See, look, they always saying something and they can never stand on it, right? They always be like, "Well, I don't remember saying that." Well, let's see what he did say.
America, the niggas gonna run away.
Well, I think the term African was never used then, and never. It was never used then. So if you're reading history and they're referring to anybody before 1865 as an African, you peek this now. If you're reading something, they referring to it, that's a revive. That's not a primary. The primary gonna say Negro.
Right.
Well, y'all heard that? He said they wasn't referring to people as Africans before 1865. And if you're reading it, it's not a primary, it's rewritten. Like that's all they could do is deny. So they set up the denial. They sit there and say, "Oh, it never happened." And if it did happen, they rewrote it back. Let's hear it again.
Well, I think the term African was never used then, and never. It was never used then. So if you're reading history and they're referring to anybody before 1865 as an African, you peek this now. If you're reading something, they referring to it, that's a revive. That's not a primary. The primary gonna say Negro.
Right. And that's the mix right there. You know what I'm saying? As far
That's where to get confused. You see what I'm saying? Because the term Negro is a borrowed angle.
They're so full of shit because everybody knows Negro means a person of African descent, right? When they started calling people Negroes, they was talking about African people. Well, let's go back to this conversation. So he said he don't remember saying none of that, right? He never remembers nothing when you confront him with what was actually said. He never remembers it.
Somebody say you clip forming me, fam.
I'm definitely clip forming.
You know what you over there doing to me, Nat?
I do have a clip for that shit.
Oh, you clip forming me, all right. He's a clip former.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said that you don't think the term African was ever used then, and if they put it in there, they like rewrote it back.
Yeah, that's just some shit that I think. You feel what I'm saying? That's just what I think.
If that happened before 18.
I didn't say this is a fact. I didn't say this is actual. I said this is what I think, bro. Damn, they can't think.
See, the weird part is when he first made the statement, he didn't say it's something that he thinks. He said it as an actual fact. He's teaching to the classroom. He's telling them. And if you do see it, it's rewritten. That's his statement. Nobody was being called African before 1865. And if you do see it, it's rewritten.
Sometimes
I ain't accuse you of nothing. I'm asking you about it. You telling me this is just your opinion. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to
So
opinion.
now listen, let's talk about it though. You got original documents that says this?
That says what? African?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's documents that say African.
Uh-huh. In America?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving? Spectrum makes it simple. With the most reliable fiber-powered internet for just $40 a month. Set up your internet in under 10 minutes. Just internet you can count on. Click and make the move today.
Pull them up.
I mean, have you all right, so have you ever read the Dred Scott case?
Yeah, I have. Dred Scott. What year was that?
18, I want to say 56 or 58, something like that. It's in the 50s.
Right.
You know, he lost, and you know why he lost, right?
Yeah.
They used the word African. They said that he's black and his ancestors.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a census, like a court record.
Well, Dred Scott is a court record.
Oh, well, no, I'm saying besides him, though.
Besides him, yeah, there's others, but besides him, it's crazy. So
Yeah,
exclude Dred Scott.
besides Dred Scott, like.
So you see that, right? He's like, I bring up Dred Scott. He's like, no, well, I mean, like a court case. Well, Dred Scott is a court case. And then when he realizes he lost that one, he's like, oh, besides him, right? 1857, Dred Scott versus Sanford, right? I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with it. But I just want to go to the part that I was talking about. This is the transcript, 1856. This is the judge's decision. And right here, what does it say? A free Negro of the African race, right? So they didn't say of the Indian race or anything. They specifically used the word African. A free Negro of the African race whose ancestors were brought to this country and sold as slaves is not a citizen within the meaning of the Constitution of the United States, right? These abos should know this, but they just freestyling. They can go up there and say anything they want in front of these people, and that's what they do on the daily, right? But you see, as soon as I said Dred Scott, he starts backtracking. He's like, well, besides, he lost 58, something like that. It's in the 50s.
Right.
You know, he lost, and you know why he lost, right?
Yeah.
They used the word African. They said that he's black and his ancestors.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a census, like a court record.
Well, Dred Scott is a court record.
Oh, well, no, I'm saying besides him, though.
Besides him, yeah, there's others, but besides him, it's crazy. So
Yeah,
exclude Dred Scott.
Dred Scott, like,
Exclude Dred Scott. That's okay. Like, I don't know.
Y'all fuck with Dred, though. We know about Dred, though.
But why exclude him, though?
No, I ain't excluding him. I'm just saying add on. I ain't gonna exclude him. It's cool. They named him African, and his ass got fucked up for being there. Now, granted, he was not in that same county. Nobody else was claiming to be motherfucking African there. And there was tons of black people there that was going to.
No, he wasn't fighting to be African.
I know. I'm talking about even identifying as such.
He wasn't fighting to identify as that. He was fighting to be free. The judge ruled that because he's black, his ancestors came from Africa enslaved. That's what the judge ruled.
Yeah, that judge was racist in the motherfucker, bro. What? You know what city that was in, fam?
Not off the top of my head.
I think that was the same court Nat Turner was in. Was that the same court Nat Turner was in, my nigga?
It definitely wasn't Virginia.
Let me see. Let me ask my BAP GPT real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, BAP GPT.
What's going on?
Hey, where was the Nat Turner court at? What city was it in?
Nat Turner was in Hampton, Virginia. Dred Scott was in Missouri.
Subsequently executed in the town of Jerusalem, which is now known as Cortland, Virginia. So, if you need more details, just let me know.
And where was Dred Scott at? What county was Dred Scott at? And what city?
Dred Scott's case, known as the Dred Scott v. Sanford case, was heard by the U.S. Supreme Court, but originated in St. Louis, Missouri. Dred Scott was enslaved in St. Louis, which is in St. Louis County, Missouri. If you need any more info, just let me know.
Okay, so it's from St. Louis. It ended up going to the Supreme Court up there in Virginia and shit. Okay, cool. All right, no, I'm just asking.
Yeah. I think they both was born in Hampton, Virginia, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But can you give me another nigga though that's on court records saying they African at that time? I'm saying not nobody calling them that, but them identifying that as they self.
Paul Cuffey. I can give you two instances.
Court records.
Yeah, he wrote a tax petition in 1780s saying that they was of African extract. Him and the people he was representing, and then they had the Paul Cuffey bill when he was trying to go overseas to Liberia, and he used the word African also.
Man, you're gonna have to pull that up. And guess what? That's some bullshit. Cause he know that he was a damn indigenous nigga.
See, now you're being biased, bro.
All right, now go ahead. I'm
being
not being biased. I'm just giving you some pushback because we know for a fact that his mother was indigenous. So for you to just solely claim boldly that he's an African.
I'm in my 30s trying to eat more protein. This is what I got from Factor this week. Full week of hitting my protein goals with real meals. Not powders, not protein bars.
This shit is weird that they always disregard that fact that his father's African. He's going to just deny. That's his only game plan, deny. Well, nobody said he's just African.
No, but it implies that he's just African when we know for a fact that his mother is Wampanoag. So, yeah, you're going to have to pull that up, man. Now, he might do say African abstract. That may be true, but what do he identify himself as, though?
As black.
Yeah, not no African abstract, though.
That's
I want
black,
to see where they calling themselves an African, though.
All right, share my screen. But he always acknowledges that. Share my screen. He always acknowledges that his mother.
Ourselves black, yeah, we call ourselves black, but I want to see where we call ourselves African, though.
He always acknowledged that his mother is Indian, but then he also says his dad is African. But here's a petition for tax relief, right? This is in 1780. This is written by Paul Cuffey and his brother. Right here, the petition. Can you see it?
I can see it. Yeah.
The petition.
It don't say African though.
Yes, it does. Watch the petition of several poor Negroes and mulattoes who are the inhabitants of the town of Dartmouth Assembly. The chief that we being chiefly of the African extract, and by keeping on of long bondage and hard slavery, we have been deprived of enjoying the purpose of our labors or the advantage of inheriting estates from our parents as our neighbors, the white people. So here we go, right up here. Chiefly of the African
I
extract.
see it, bro. I'm not even gonna fucking attack this weak
shit.
ass source. I'm gonna just let it slide. No, I'm gonna let it slide.
primary.
Though. Listen, I'm not gonna say nothing about it because I'm not gonna say nothing about. I'm not gonna say nothing about it, bro.
You can't say nothing. I was a primary, a weak source, right? How do they get to this point where they just deny everything they see? Facts, Sean. Facts. Well, he said his comprehension skills low, and then they just said prior that we deny their sources. It's really them that deny our sources because we come with the primaries all day. This is a primary source from Paul Cuffey, his brother, and a couple other people in that town, representing all the black people in that area. And they said, what do they say? Chiefly of the African extract. So already he's down. We did the Dred Scott. He tried to deny that. Oh, the judge was racist. But you said nobody's using this word African before 1865. So how do we get to this point where they're actually using it? And I'm showing you it in these sources, right? Dred Scott, that's a court case. That's a primary source. Paul Cuffey's tax petition in 1780, that's a primary source. So how do we get to this point where they just in denial? Nothing about it. It's a primary
No, actually, I
source.
can, my nigga. I can though.
Let me hear what you would say.
You know, you don't, because you're gonna say I'm being biased, bro. And I don't want to say it, bro. That nigga was giving up his pussy to the white man, bro. He was a church boy. His ass was a church.
Look, this is what they do all the time, especially that. As soon as they get somebody who back in the day who talks about being African, what do they say? Oh, he giving it up to the white man. They always throw this homosexual stuff into it, right? Instead of just dealing with the information. The shit is crazy. Like, why do you even have to talk like that? Well, what's the point of even saying that? It's just to discredit these black people. Like earlier we seen what Sean was showing, they calling Absalom Jones and them coons. If it wasn't for these people who paved the way for the next generation of leaders and activists, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be on YouTube or sitting here denying the shit. We wouldn't be.
The best and worst human foods for dogs.
Blueberries.
9.
Avocados.
8.
Bananas.
7.
Sardines.
9.
Bone broth.
10.
Raw eggs blended with the shells.
9.
Turmeric.
7, if you can get your dog to eat it.
Cucumbers.
8.
What about feeding your dog only once a day?
9. That's actually proven.
Shit is terrible, man. The way they just go about everything, shit is terrible. Damn, that's all you can say.
Nah, bro, this nigga was a church boy, bro. He was indoctrinated with this African shit, just like y'all indoctrinated with this shit, and that's why he was writing this weak ass letter. That's how I feel, fam. Like on some real nigga shit. I don't want to say to this letter right here, you got it, you brought it, and I respect your source as a valid source. I'm not taking that away from your source. I'm just telling you how I feel about the source. You feel what I'm saying? Don't take away nothing from the source, though.
You know, he wrote a book also. You know that.
Y'all, right? Sellouts can write books, nigga. Indoctrinated niggas can write books, man. I just feel like he was an indoctrinated sellout, bro. I really do. Me personally.
That's your feeling. That's not proof, though.
You know that. But circumstantial evidence do kind of look like that, though.
You can't get convicted off of circumstantial evidence. Man.
You can. Hell yeah, you can. If they don't have direct evidence, circumstantial evidence will get you locked up. Absolutely. And charged. Absolutely.
Charged is one thing, but
well, no, I'm saying convicted as well. Convicted will get you convicted. I've seen people convicted off of circumstantial evidence.
Anything's possible in the United States of America.
He was a Christian guy. He was known as one of the great Christian dudes in the area. See, these people that y'all
So
call
was your granny though. So your granny wasn't a Christian?
So my granny wasn't telling me to go to Africa. My granny didn't call us Africa. She wasn't that goddamn indoctrinated. So this nigga was all the way down with it. You feel me? But what I'm saying is, he was so indoctrinated with the church. These church people got agendas behind it. You don't go to church because you know it's some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So you know it's some bullshit within this shit, man. Like, you know, Paul Cuffey would be considered a damn Jesse Jackson, or not Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton ass nigga today, bro. And you would not be bigging them up like that. You don't big up Al Sharptons and shit like that.
Yo, what? I hope everybody sees.
Away from him, bro. I ain't taking nothing away from him. He will be like, I don't know. That's just how I feel, bro. Go ahead.
I mean, but at the end of the day, the evidence speaks for itself. Your personal feelings really don't matter when it comes to
it ain't my feelings. It's the circumstantial evidence that I've accumulated with this guy, Paul Cuffey. He's like a bootlicker.
Nah, he definitely wasn't no bootlicker. 1 second is how he feels. Next second, it's not how I feel. It's circumstantial evidence. Like, Bat can't pick a side. He can't pick a side. Right now, he's just flailing. He don't know what to do because somebody who actually knows this topic is up there. Right? When he's talking to the abos, the pretendians, he could tell them anything, and he is the authority. Well, not when I'm around, not when Sean's around, not when Lucky's around, etc. He's not the authority. We are, because we can actually prove what the fuck we be talking about. He can't. But this is what we do to them every time. This is why I don't go up there unless I can get him one-on-one. I might pop in and out here and there, and I stop really going over there because it's just he's gonna have his little flunkies on the side screaming and yelling. Right now, I got him by himself. You can't run. You can't hide behind nobody. It's just me and you. Look good.
I mean, he had a hustle about him. Don't get it wrong. He had a hustle. But he kissed up to the wife.
So do you this is the question I've been asking people. So like we got people from the 1800s that always talk about they of African descent and their parents was African or they came from Africa. Do we have we got like newspapers that these Black Americans of African descent wrote? Do we have any like Aboriginal people who say, yo, we not African?
Well, Aboriginal is the description. The title of an Aboriginal person will be an American. And yes, our people got overwhelming data. Negro people, Aboriginal people who's documented as American. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've always been saying.
But you didn't let me finish my question though, brother.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, do your thing, fam.
Like I'm saying, like we have people who wrote about the time that they was going through, right? Do you have people like Aboriginal Black Americans who are saying, listen, we are not of African descent. We are only of American descent or Indian or Aboriginal. We didn't come here on a boat. You know what I'm saying? Do we have people saying those things?
No. That's just like me.
This is the question I've been asking them for about 5 years now. And I can't get an answer. He's saying no. He's actually saying no.
Documented as American. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've always been saying.
But you didn't let me finish my question though, brother.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, do your thing, fam.
Like I'm saying, like we have people who wrote about the time that they was going through, right? Do you have people like Aboriginal Black Americans who are saying, listen, we are not of African descent. We are only of American descent or Indian or Aboriginal. We didn't come here on a boat. You know what I'm saying? Do we have people saying those things?
No. That's just like
I'm on a boat. You know what I'm saying? Do we have people saying those things?
No. That's just like me.
You'll never be promoted into a room you sound like you don't belong in.
First interview?
No.
You might want to prepare more. I've got an MBA, 10 years in the field. This role is mine.
We'll see.
Cute. Tell us about yourself. So I have an MBA from, well, it's a top 10 program, and I've been in this field for about 8 years, and I'm really passionate about it. I mean, I care deeply about. Oh, sorry, where would you like me to start?
Y'all heard him say no, no, no.
Asking for you.
I'm saying, do we have people saying those?
No. That's just like me asking for you to show me a motherfucker writing that they are only African. You see what I'm? You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna be the case, bro. That's a slick way that you try to do that.
No, but I can show that.
But I can show you documentation of these people saying that they're American for sure.
But I can show you that. But then at the same period, you got white people saying they're American.
You can't show me Paul Cuffey saying he's straight African, not mixed with nothing else.
Why Paul Cuffey? Because we know Paul Cuffey's not.
You can't show me Dred Scott saying it either. You brought up him. I'm just bringing up the people you brought up earlier as well.
Yeah, but we already we just talked about him being mixed. So why would I?
Well, Dred Scott then.
Dred Scott didn't write anything, brother.
Oh, okay. Well, you brought him up as being an African, though. But I guess
no. We was talking about the court case. So you gotta follow.
Even then, they don't call him strictly an African. They say it maybe a descendant of blood.
This is what you call the BAP shuffle, the Abo shuffle. He's just everywhere right now. Right? Yeah. Paul Cuffey was mixed. He still knows that his father is African. Dred Scott, the judge, the court, they all know where black people came from, right? This is what you call that, the BAP shuffle. He's running. It's like I'm chasing around the ring right now. Yo, I need everybody to share and like the video, y'all. Share and like the video. Take a second right now. Share and like the video. Yeah, but we know that, though. We're not. Who says that black Americans are only African? Nobody says that.
Well, you just tell me to give them one for that's only Aborigine.
Because that's the stance y'all take, though. Y'all take the stance that, hey, I ain't mixed with nothing. I'm
They
just
might
American.
be mixed with something else.
No, but that's so. Do you understand? That's the stance y'all take. Is y'all not nothing else? But
I'm not mixed though. I know I ain't.
See, that's what I'm talking about. So look, he's saying he don't have nothing else in his lineage. He's just American. He shies away from the Indian part, but if you're Aboriginal to America, by default, you're an Indian. Your people are Indians. They come from tribes. They was called Indians before that. They had their own people group name. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was. But who are these people? Where are they? Why we can't find them in history? And then when we do hear these Indians talk, these Native Americans talk, they make distinctions between black people and themselves. Everybody makes distinctions between them. Anything you find, you read, you'll see Indians is one thing, Negroes is another. But these pretendians, they want to claim to be Indians and Negroes at the same time without any mixture. How does that shit work? How is that even possible?
I'm not mixed with no damn African. I'm not. I wouldn't be lying about it, brother. I'm not no African. And I ain't got no hate about no African. I'm just not no damn African, brother.
That's fine.
No hate to Africans. My peoples ain't African, my nigga.
That's fine.
Yeah,
but that's why I'm
asking you. Some of our people might do got African. Some of our people might do got European. Some of my people might do got Asian lineage. That's on them, bro. That's personal. I'm talking about in general, we not African.
So that's what I'm saying. If you are not mixed with anything, that means your ancestors ain't mixed, and so on and so on and so on.
Man, what is this coloring book?
This is Henry Highland Garnett. This is he wrote this. And he talks about his ancestors coming from Africa.
But is he only African though?
Look, he says, what is this coloring book? Right? He don't even know like the famous people. Like Henry Highland Garnett, he's famous. Anybody who knows, I'm saying, a little bit of black history knows him. And now the claim has to be only African. Nobody said that they had to be only African. The fact is that these black people talked about their ancestors coming from Africa. They could be like Paul Cuffey. his mother Indian, his father black. We have this continuous history of people talking about it, people saying it from their mouths. They have no continuous history of their pretendian ancestors saying who they are. It's just not there. It does not exist. They have to go to some crazy pseudo white person book to actually try to substantiate their claim. They have nobody. Nobody. Yeah.
Show me where it say he only African.
I was gonna say he's gonna talk about his ancestors coming from Africa. But he don't say
But
nothing
he
else.
ain't only African though. That don't mean that he's only 100% only African. Every one of them niggas is mixed with indigenous, nigga. Every one of these niggas you pull up is mixed with indigenous.
No, they not.
Let's pull up who his mother is. Let's pull up who his mother is.
All right, look, you do that, and I'll read this. You work on that, and I'll read this. All right.
This digital calendar, lightening my mental load, makes it worth every penny. I wasn't fully convinced the Skylight calendar would be able to do it until I finally got one. Let me tell you, I can't imagine going back. My family has never been so on track with everything going on, and I've never felt so at ease. Since I can easily update the calendar through the app,
Henry Highland Garnett
was born on the. What's crazy is he's never even heard of this guy, right? He's one of the. He's the first black person to speak in front of the House of Representatives. The first, right? So don't you think Abos would notice since they try to claim that they was running the House of Representatives at this time? Like, wouldn't that this shit don't make no damn sense, man, at all. Like, somebody help me out, man. 23rd December 1815 at Newmarket, Kentucky, or Kent. The 23rd December 1815 at Newmarket, Kentucky, or Kent County, Maryland. His ancestors did not come over in the Mayflower, nor land at Plymouth Rock, nor kiss the Blarney Stone of the Pilgrim's fathers. On the contrary, his grandfather was stolen by slave traders from the coast of Africa, survived the horrors of the Middle Passage on a ship doubtless owned in Bristol or Boston, landed on the James River, and was thence transferred to the estate of Colonel William Spencer at Newmarket. Right? So we have people, that talk about this stuff, not from a third-hand account, but from themselves. I was just wondering if you also had the same thing because I could show a bunch of other people.
Man, that ain't saying this nigga is all African though.
Yeah, but you listen. I don't care about being all.
Okay, nigga might say that because he indoctrinated.
I want to hear, but that's the question.
What I'm saying is, that's indoctrination, my nigga. By the time you start even seeing these goddamn written records, indoctrination already been in effect.
You have to prove that,
so
but
you can't show me nobody saying they African before the European said it.
So this is what I'm asking you though, right? You say indoctrination.
You want that debate, bro? Because you feel confident with it.
I just want to see real. Yeah, I want to see real people.
Show me a motherfucker saying they African before the European said it. That's the debate I want.
What year is this? What year would that be? No, this is him writing it for himself.
I'm going down what year you go to.
What do you mean before European saying? The European didn't tell him this?
Yes,
grandfather's from
telling y'all that y'all Africans first.
How was that?
He was the first person to tell y'all that y'all Africans.
How? If his grandfather came from
I'm gonna prove it to you.
How is that if his grandfather came from there?
And I'm gonna prove that before his grandfather, a European said it. I'm gonna prove that. I'm gonna prove.
So what about Venture Smith?
A European told that nigga.
He literally was brought over here when he was a teenager.
So
how is that?
What year?
in the 1700s.
And he was told that when he got her, and that's what
How was he told that? He was a teenager.
Nigga, teenagers can be taught. That's the easiest ones to teach.
He remembers being in Africa, brother.
Bro, that's a damn lie. He was told that he was told to remember that. Listen,
you have to hold on. Look, I was born in Dunkadara in Guinea about the year 1729. My father's name was Sangam Furi, Prince of the tribe of the Dunkadara.
Man, this is some shit that a European done typed up, bro.
Look. A narrative of the life and adventures.
A narrative. You pushing a narrative. Bro, you pushing
listen, Bat, come on, bro. Why you keep cutting me off every second?
Go ahead.
He keeps cutting me off because he know I just keep pulling up source after source after source. He's being overwhelmed with punches. There's nothing he could do right now but deny, right? So he's making all these claims about these things being made up, but can't prove it. Can't prove it. Just like Tyron in the chat. They can't prove nothing. Tyron took a DNA test. He's 80-something% African, but for some reason his stupid, slow ass thinks that he's Aboriginal and Chinese. Like, this nigga's crazy. Like, these niggas is really crazy. Like I'm telling him on the screen, he keeps trying to make up that, oh, they was indoctrinated. How are you indoctrinating somebody? He's a teenager. He was between like 14 and 16 when he was brought over here. He know where he came from. He tells you where he came from.
Go ahead.
Venture, a native of Africa, but resident above 60 years in the United States of America, related by himself. Printed in 1798, first print. Reprinted in 1835 and published by a descendant of Venture.
Yeah, what I'm telling you is
it's a family story passed down.
You're not listening to me. The nigga that you showing me right now is indoctrinated by.
Where'd your mom buy yours from?
Outgrown your summer favorite? Listed on Depop, where taste recognizes taste.
Whose kid is this?
This brilliant pillow keeps your airways open even if you've struggled with sleep apnea for years. It's basically medical-grade airway support that perfect.
Look, this is the retarded shit, right? Africans couldn't read or write English, so now this is a fake. The man was in America for 60 years. You think people can't learn? Of course, when they came here, they wasn't speaking English, but they had no choice but to learn how to speak English. Like, y'all are retarded. Like, really, really retarded. You are the original retarded one. That's your name. That dash is just a original dash, put retarded one. Like, this shit don't make no damn sense. You got Africans speaking 4, 5, 6 different languages now. They're one of the most multilingual group of people in the world. Right? Like, black people, we adapt to every environment. That's why we still here. Remedial one. That's a good one. That's a real good one. Remedial one.
A white man. And then he was told this.
Eventually.
Yeah, what I'm telling you is
it's a family story passed down.
You're not listening to me. The nigga that you showing me right now is indoctrinated by a white man. And then he was told this. And then as he grew up, this is a memory that he really believes, and he wrote a book about it. He was not nobody. You can't find this nigga calling themselves an African before the white man called them niggas Africans, bro. That's just the fact, bro.
So I see you keep deflecting from my question, though, right? Like I said, I could pull up numerous people who talk about.
I can show numerous motherfuckers saying they're American.
Give me
bro.
2 seconds, Bat. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds.
You got it.
I can show numerous people saying that they African, that they came from Africa, or their parents came from Africa, or their grandparents came from Africa. Can I get the same from you, where at the time that, you know, these white people are trying to indoctrinate black people saying, hey, y'all are African, y'all not American. Do we have any pushback? Like, do we have newspapers saying, hey, y'all, don't fall for this. Y'all know y'all American, y'all not African.
Newspapers were some of the biggest phoniest shit
I'm listening.
in the 18th
Bro,
century.
do we have...
You love them.
But at the same time, you would have American Aboriginal newspapers putting out the
No,
word.
you see, you're using a descriptive term as.
Where are their newspapers? Where are their publications? This is why this is titled. What is it? It's titled Free Black Newspapers, 1800s, because I'm going to get into that. Right? Where is the Aboriginal newspapers? They don't have anything. Like, how come they never have nothing to show? Nothing to show ever. Just deny, deny, deny. That's their only game plan. Oh, it's fake. Oh, y'all made it up today. Like, they really accused us. I think I got that clip somewhere. I might play that later. They accused us of the ones going back and changing shit on the internet. Like, what type of dumb shit is that? These are the type of the answers they come up with because they know they can't find anything that agrees with them at all.
A title term.
Because America's not an ethnicity.
The title of the Aboriginals would have been American, and I can show you documentation from genealogy records where people were called American of the Negro stock, bro.
Bro, Chinese people are American. White people are American. That don't make you Aboriginal.
No.
Your name is Big Aboriginal Power. You don't want to stand on the Aboriginal.
Yeah, because I'm talking about the word American means Aboriginal. So first of all,
why are you stuttering, Bat? Why are you stuttering? Your name is Big Aboriginal Power. You don't want to stand on the Aboriginal. Your name is Big Aboriginal Power. You don't want to stand on the Aboriginal. Come on, spit it out, my nigga. Come on, get it out. Big Aboriginal Power. You don't want to stand on the Aboriginal.
Yeah, because I'm talking about the word American means Aboriginal. So first of all, these people are not American as far as a native to America. They're American as far as a citizen of America. You feel me? Because that's the name of the country. See, that's where y'all get confused on. America is also the name of the country, not just the name of the continent of North America, which I'm an Aboriginal too. That's the descriptive. The nationality and our title will be American.
So
That's
basically, you don't got that for me then.
Yeah, I do. Yes.
No, because you keep
the word American
trying to deflect from my question.
Yes, because you're saying it backwards. I'm trying to help you say it right.
No, you can't adjust my question.
You're saying it wrong, bro. You saying show me some records that says that you're Aboriginal.
No, not records. I want to hear from the people themselves.
Oh, right? That's what I'm saying, bro. They're American.
I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I've got a Factor box in the mail, so I'm gonna go grab that. Big old boxer. Oh, I love Factor. You guys know I literally love Factor. They're a meal delivery service and they make eating healthy so easy and convenient. I have used Factor now, I feel like, because it was before Bryson, so it's been about over 4 years, like a little over 4 years, maybe even 5 at this point. They are so amazing and they've grown so much, and I'm so proud of them because they have the best.
And what are these Americans gonna say, Bat?
They're American, bro. They just refer to themselves as American, bro. That's it.
Okay, but Bab, can you just hear me out, please, instead of cutting me off? Just listen to me. You keep trying to paint this narrative that there was actively happening, that there was white people trying to convince Americans that they are African. Do we have anybody who's talking about that, having pushback on it?
Yes, there's people giving pushback on people trying to get free Negroes to go to Africa.
No. Was that the question? Like, y'all all heard my question. Why he can't answer the question? He's really scrambling right now. Why you can't answer the question? Where are the people claiming to be Aboriginal? Not the people that are saying, we don't want to go to Africa, but they never tell the reason why they said they didn't want to go to Africa. Answer the question, Bab.
Yeah, bro, that's it.
Okay, but Bab, can you just hear me out, please, instead of cutting me off? Just listen to me. You keep trying to paint this narrative that there was actively happening, that there was white people trying to convince Americans that they are African. Do we have anybody who's talking about that, having pushback on it?
Yes, there's people giving pushback on people trying to get free Negroes to go to Africa.
No,
Yes.
that's not. No. So listen, that's not what I'm asking you. So you keep, just say you don't have it. No, it's not. Just say you don't have it, bro. Because just say you don't have it.
Do you got any pushback of any of these so-called Africans saying they don't got no indigenous heritage?
No, a lot of Africans mixed with indigenous people.
So listen, they ain't gonna push back on the indigenous people with Africans because ain't no Africans was around. They ain't no Africans. What no Africans, my nigga? There ain't gonna be nobody writing and talking about.
This book came out in 1798.
Huh?
Now it was no Africans. So what the fuck was the judge in Dred Scott case talking about? What was Paul Cuffey talking about? What was Henry Highland Garnett talking about? What is Venture Smith talking about? If these things if there was no Africans, why is this in history? And every single black person in history talks about this. In the 17, 18, 19, even today, we just got this rogue group of probably 0.0001% of black Americans who are on YouTube who say this. Nobody else says this shit. Nobody. And the whole time, what is Bap doing? Bap dancing. He is Bap dancing. This came out in 1798. What do you mean there's no African?
Bro,
we just talked about Dred Scott. We just talked about Dred Scott, though. Dred Scott is a famous case. How is there no African?
That's a white man.
Yeah, but he's talking about he's talking about black people being from Africa.
Man, that's some shit that the white man told him.
So
if the white man told Dred Scott that, my nigga.
I got you. But you're saying that these things wasn't happening at the time, but we have cases of them happening at the time.
No, you just got people talking about it. Ain't no real.
But why are they talking about it if it's not even happening? You saying that
they're trying to indoctrinate you.
You just made the claim that it was wrote back into history. So Dred Scott case was wrote back into history?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Wow. Did y'all hear him? Dred Scott case is written back into history. Come on, y'all. Share and like the video, man. Share and like the video. Dred Scott case is written back in history. So this is their only tool is to deny. They have to deny every single thing. Proven facts, they have to deny. I never heard somebody sit there and try to say that, oh, Dred Scott was written back into history. Yes, this is crazy. This is 100% crazy. Dred Scott written back into history.
Trying to indoctrinate
you just made the claim that it was wrote back into history. So Dred Scott case was wrote back into history?
Yeah, I'm saying this book is written back into history.
Oh my
this ain't from no damn 1700s. This is a revive narrative from something from the 1700s.
How could you prove that, Bab?
This book itself is not from the 1700s.
Bab, all you're doing is denying. It is. It's from 1798.
No, it's not.
Yes, it was first printed in 1798.
Yeah, but that print right there that you got is not from 1798.
It don't have to be. The
original print that's not original. That's not the original. The
it's
original
the
they don't got. Show me the original. Show me the one from 1798.
Bab, I just asked you to show me something, and you ain't show me nothing. I've been showing shit. I'm still waiting for you to show me something.
I'm not showing nothing.
Don't jump. Don't try to jump. Oh, now show me that. No, I've been showing shit, though, bro. Yeah, like, come on. When you gonna show me something?
Come on, bro. You gotta come on, bro. This shit is not real. Show me the original version from 1700s.
If we debate, I'll show the original version.
Yeah, all right.
This one was published by his
descendant. Why'd you just pull up this revive version?
It's not a revive version. It's the same one. It's the same one, just reprinted by his descendant.
This ain't the one from the 1700s.
It was reprinted by his descendant.
Hold on, let me grab something to drink. Go ahead, pop your shit though.
This shit is just denial don't work, man. Or if the only weapon y'all got is denial, y'all should just hang that shit up. Like, we need evidence. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. And then you got people actually cheering this shit on in the chat. Like, that shit crazy. Talking about shit written back into time and all this other crazy shit. That shit is just, I don't know what the hell y'all be thinking.
Like I said, my nigga, that's not from the 1700s. That's not the one that's some revived, whitewashed version, my nigga.
It's from, listen, bro, it's from the original. It was reprinted.
Yeah, it's not the original. It's a narrative. It's a narrative from the original.
But why is it even there? It's from the 1800s.
We can't verify whether or not that's the original narrative if we ain't got the original one to compare it to.
Where did you stash the bananas? I keep telling you, they're in the sack. Oh, very funny. And what is this supposed to be? No more games. What is this?
That's Nano Banana 2.
Now available on Open.
Facts. Nigga,
Bro,
this is a revive.
Okay, where is any version of what
Nah,
you got?
don't try to push it over on me, bro. We talking about your
No,
story.
I've been asking you.
You ain't showing me nothing that's validated yet.
I absolutely did. I 100% did. You haven't shown anything.
There was some white rewash shit. Y'all niggas was not calling yourself African before the white man told y'all. I want that debate. You want that smoke, bro? Do you want that debate? Yes or no?
Not if I'm just gonna get denial, bro.
I'm gonna really show sources. I'm just denying that I got some shit to push back on it. I just don't want to give it away because I want to debate it.
Listen, the truth is the truth. I'm not gonna sit there
This
and
ain't
take
the truth. Do you want to debate this, bro? Yes.
I'm not gonna sit there and take a okie doke.
Come on, bro. Listen, it's all good. It's all good.
I don't got
man.
time for that shit.
You know I rock with you, fam. This is a good debate,
I don't got time for that shit.
No, listen, I ain't denying you that that's what it said. But you saying this from the original. I'm saying that's not the original. You admitted to it. So we got a debate. I'm just saying that y'all wasn't calling yourself African before the white man. I'm saying
640,
that.
I'm about to go now. 2 seconds.
You don't want that debate, bro? Or do you want to think about it?
I mean, I need to get my question answered. That's what I want to debate. You trying to change it. I want to see. I want to know, bro. Look. You keep running from me, bro. You keep running from.
Oh man, I thought that nigga back was up here. I was ready to go in on that nigga, man. Ah, damn, never mind. What's up, not a coincidence, nigga? I thought this fat ass nigga was up here. I was about to, I was about to chop that nigga head clean the fuck off. I was about to troll shit at this nigga. I thought this nigga was up on this motherfucking panel. I said, oh, this nigga finally left. I thought he finally left the house. I said, perfect timing. I was wrong. Dang. That scary nigga was up here. What's up with everybody in the chat, man? Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking chat. I was coming for revenge, nigga. I was coming for all smoke. I see this nigga ain't up here, man. All right. I'll come back later on when there's a couple more niggas on the panel.
Yo, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, nigga? You know you heard me the whole time, nigga.
No, I heard you. I'm at the job, so I had to walk outside.
Oh, you at the job? That's what's up. Why you playing 5-year? Why you playing 2-3 clips from 3 years ago, nigga?
Cause nigga, I got content. I could do that. I got replayable content that I could sit there and play, put ads on, and just make money, nigga. That's why.
No, get your paper, man. Shit, I ain't knocking that. I thought this fat ass nigga back was up there. I was coming up here to smoke this nigga.
Nah, Bap don't come outside, man.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, I finally caught this nigga out of bounds. I said, oh, you're about to blow the whistle on this guy. Oh, yeah. Let me up right now so I can get this nigga.
He probably been over here like twice my whole time I had the channel.
No, I thought this nigga was over here. I was coming. Oh man, Oh man, damn, you nigga get hit. Oh man, all right, you gotta stop doing that shit. It's clickbait, man. All right, I'm out of here. All right, man, I'll come back later on. I'll come back later. All right.
All right. But yeah, anybody want to hit the panel, I can hit the panel, man. I'm just playing videos for now. Well, the panel's open though. But yeah, as you see, Bap is doing what we call the Abo Shuffle. He's Bap dancing, right? He asked for something. Well, hit the Cash App then, nigga. One more truth, shit. Let me hold some. Nah, nigga, that shit add up, nigga. I get a check every month. I don't know what you talking about. That shit add the fuck up. But yeah, bro, I don't know how long you've been listening, but you hear your man doing the Abo Shuffle. Can't answer no questions. He ain't got no evidence for what black people were saying in the 1800s, right? If you go look up anybody black in the 1800s, 1900s too, shit, they're gonna say, yeah, our ancestors came from Africa. Yeah, they might say, oh, my grandmother mixed with Indian and shit like that, but they ain't saying we are the original Indians like y'all out here saying. Word, and what's the point of being monetized if you ain't gonna use the monetization? That shit don't make no sense. I don't sit up here and ask people for donations. So why can't I make revenue off of the ads? Word, when you got videos that people watch, you got a couple hundred videos and reels, and all them that little change adds up. Like I said, I get a check every month from YouTube. And it'll be more if I go live more. But y'all know I don't go live like that. Word, so it is what it is. But don't be a hater about no ads. All right, nobody want to hit the panel. I'm about to play the video again, man. Y'all give me 2 seconds. But like I said, this shit open up. We open for business. I came
Go
on.
ahead.
We was talking. I proposed a question.
And this, I'm answering your question.
Where are the? This is definitely disgusting, right? This is what it boils down to with them. Just deny it. Fuck the proof. Fuck sources. They might as well just build a church and everybody just move into it. This has moved into the place of religion now. This is nothing but religion now. Abos don't have a leg to stand on, right? We done cut off all their legs. They have no sources to run to. He didn't even attempt to pull up with a source. Mind you, he's on his channel. He didn't attempt to rebut anything with a source. It's just straight denialism. These are grown men who are playing make-believe. And we supposed to believe them.
Hey, I'm Adam.
And I'm Tyler. And
We're the founders of Sun Home Saunas. First, we just wanted to say thank you. Thanks to our customers and this community. We were recently named the number 20 fastest growing company in the US from the Inc. 5000 list, and that's something we're incredibly grateful for.
And we didn't set out to build the fastest growing sauna company. We really set out to build the best sauna we possibly could, one that we'd actually use consistently in our own lives.
Over the last few years, saunas have become more mainstream, which is great. You see them everywhere now, including
Right? And this is just like this herd cult thinking. They all sit there and fall for all this shit. I guess it makes them feel good or something. I don't know. My Black American history makes me feel good. Knowing what my ancestors in Africa make me feel good. Right? We the only people who was transported to another place. And now look at us. We probably the most famous people in the world. Everybody knows who Black Americans are. No matter how bad they try to portray us or whatever, we the shit. But they scared of that. They scared of that history. Americans saying that they always been in America and they not from Africa. Where are those people?
I got those records, bro.
So show me one. Show me one then.
I have to pull it up for you. I have to go into my files, bro.
Do that.
I got you.
I gotta go grab some food though. But I would like to do that before I take any debate, bro. Because I'm not just gonna waste my time.
Bro. You know I'm gonna come with it, fam.
No, I don't, bro. We had a debate on black slave owners owning white people, and you didn't bring up one
records where black people in the Virginia records, black people,
bro,
black people own white slaves, bro.
No, it didn't.
Slaves. Christian slaves. Christian slaves, bro.
That. See, you're lying.
Did black people own Christian slaves?
No, see, look, why are you getting so excited? Let's have this conversation.
Hold on. I'm gonna ask you one question. I just want to ask you one question. Did Negroes own Christians? What Christian slaves? Yes or no?
They own Christian servants. That's what it said. It didn't say slaves. Come on, bro. Stop, bro.
All right, bro.
The Virginia Assembly doesn't say nothing. No, look, we had a debate. You didn't bring up one black person, not one by name, that owned a white person.
Name of one. The record
so look, no, that's not the bro. You said it happened all the way up to 1865. That shit is from 1670, bro. It doesn't have to be part of the debate. Y'all say that white people got freed in 1865. That's what y'all say. You show one record of the Virginia Assembly saying that black Negroes nor Indians can own Christian white servants. That's not, and then even in that same Virginia Assembly, they tell you the difference between a servant and a Christian. I did all that in the debate, bro. They tell you, a servant and a slave. They tell you a slave is one thing, a servant is another.
No, they did.
Yep.
It did.
Bro,
Did
you bring up one black
Virginia
person?
Assembly records already interpreted what a Christian slave was. It already interpreted what it was.
No, you didn't even go to the record.
Interpreted as no damn servant.
Bro, you didn't even go to the record, bro. That's the crazy part.
No.
Did you bring up anybody by name? Yes or no? Who?
I forget the nigga name that I brought
But you didn't. You didn't bring up anybody. I'm the one that brought up black people.
It was the nigga name that I brought up.
No, Bap is literally sitting here lying, talking about he brought up. So we had a debate. The debate was, did black people own white slaves in America? I'm asking him, did you bring up anybody in that debate? Like, you want me to debate you again when we get on your channel, we debate, you do a poll. Of course, you're the favorite, but I think I got 46%. You have 54%. You barely won. You didn't show any black slaves, and you never showed it. You never showed the debate again on your show. You never showed it again because you know it's embarrassing. I mopped the floor with you, right? We watched it plenty of times. A lot of people was there for the original debate. I've replayed it 2-3 times already. He didn't show not one black person owning white slaves. He's talking about he did. You're lying. If it's a history of it, you should be able to show thousands. Right? We could literally just go to the slave schedules and pull up every slave schedule and show all these white people owning black slaves. We could find a person on a slave schedule, then go to the regular census population and then show that they're white. Word, Sean, you know he lying his ass off. Just lying. Bro, you're lying, bro. And this is why I'm
gonna play it tomorrow, matter of fact.
You never, I dare you to play it. I don't think you will.
I'm gonna play it tomorrow, matter of fact.
No, you're lying, bro. And this is why I'm
gonna play it tomorrow, matter of fact.
Listen, tomorrow done came about 4 times already. He still ain't played that debate. When was this video? This video was 2 days ago. He still ain't played.
Thanks, Mike.
See you next month.
So you can get these delivered? It's literally water.com. Your favorite water brands, on schedule, delivered right to your door. They even have 5-gallon bottles, too. Whoa, hey, buddy. Shin guards.
Got him.
Yeah, my me times and my tea times are few and far between these days.
Are you practicing your short game right now?
Sure.
Quality water delivered right to your door. Primo Brands Customer Direct.
It's pretty hard to tell that I'm AI.
right?
Well, I want to show you how you can create me in less than 5 minutes. You could literally make 10 of me, each with different backgrounds and outfits. I could be the face of your brand. I could teach a course, or I could be in your ads.
I thought it was like 3-4 days ago. He still ain't playing. It's from 2 days ago. Where's the debate, Bat? You always be playing some whole other shit. Why you ain't replaying our debate? Because you know you lying. But you want me to take another debate with you to waste my time. Make a nice presentation, put a whole PowerPoint together, and you just gonna use some recycled shit you A1 and cheap and Queef Holiday be using. Like, what, I look stupid? I'm not gonna waste my fucking time when you can't even debate me on what I really want to debate. You can't do none of that. You never. I dare you to play it. I don't think you will.
The debate was that black people own white slaves, nigga. The debate wasn't name me a black slave that owned white people.
Bro, how else would you
fucking debate, bro? So don't try to move the goalpost. The debate, hold on. I'm gonna play it tomorrow. The debate was that the Negroes and Indians own slaves, my nigga. And I'm gonna show you that.
That's not the debate. The debate was that black people own white slaves in America.
Yeah, the black people own white slaves. My bad.
So the way to prove that would be showing Bill of Sale.
No, that's the way that you want me to prove it, my nigga.
Bro,
that's the way that you want me to prove it.
We had 3 rounds.
My nigga.
We had 3 rounds, and you didn't show anything, bro.
First of all, you said white people wasn't even slaves. First of all. That's what the debate was white people slaves.
No, that wasn't my debate, bro. You keep trying to fix it to what you want it to be.
Yeah,
I kept telling you
what it was.
No, I showed it in the debate when you said, "Listen, this is the debate." You said,
"Do you want that smoke with the one I'm trying to line up now, though?"
Bro,
you trying to run? We can get it in.
You don't prove the point, though. You're not. You don't.
We can do it on your channel, bro. What you want to do?
Hold on, y'all been watching the whole time. Who's really running? Chat, let me know who's really running. He been running this whole time. Everything that happened just now was just him running, lying, denying. Can't prove nothing. But this is Aboriginal power. This is the leader of the Aboriginals. These dudes is worthless, helpless. Just lying, straight lying. What's the debate? What? Because I want to know.
White people were saying that you were Africans before African people, so-called, said that they were African. That's the debate. Y'all got it from the white man.
Nah, I don't want that debate.
Oh my God! I want that's a white man. Because you know that's some white man shit. You know that's some white man. Why you ducking me on this smoke, bro? You stand on this African. That's the white man shit, my nigga. Come on, man, debate me, bro.
Listen, bro, stop running because at the end of the day,
bro. My mama,
yes, you are. You just ran from my beginning question. You have not. Do you want that debate?
I don't want to turn this to a question. I just want to lock in.
No, I asked one question.
We can do a back and forth question around in the debate. I want to deal with this topic. White men was calling you Africans before Africans called themselves Africans. That's a white man construct.
I asked you one question and you've been running from it.
Go ahead. What's your question? One more time, my bad.
I want to know. This is what I want to debate. That there are no black people, so-called Negroes, colored, that say that they are originally from America and don't have African descent. There's nobody who says that. In the 17 and 1800s. So take that debate.
If you sell my debate, I'll accept your debate. We can do two.
No, we're not doing 2 different debates, bro. Like, what are you talking about? We're doing that debate on my channel, and then we could do the other one as long as you do this one.
Nah, bro, because you say that that's some African shit, and you saying that the white man didn't give it to y'all. But now you don't want to debate it, though. You don't say that the white man didn't give y'all this African.
Who says that, though? Who really says that? Or who even gives a fuck? Like I'm about to tell him, white people named every continent on the place on planet on the earth, including America. So who said that? They didn't give us African culture. They didn't give us our ancestors that came from a place that we know as Africa. Right? They call the shit Ifa land and shit like that. So what? They didn't name the whole shit. What does that matter? That doesn't prove that the white man gave us this African shit. No.
This is what happens to a working man's legs when he wears one pair of compression socks every shift for 30 days straight. Day 1, he pulls on a pair of hollow socks before his shift. Inside his legs, something has already begun. The graduated compression starts squeezing his calves, gently at the top, firmer at the ankle. His veins, the ones his body has been struggling to push blood through, finally get help. Day 3.
We knew where we came from. The continent was called what it was, and they said, hey, this is where we came from. This shit is ridiculous. He's just deflecting from my original question. Where are these Aboriginals in history? Where are these black people that say what y'all saying today? Since y'all always been here since time immemorial, y'all don't got no writings, y'all don't got nothing. Says that. Hold on. I never said that though.
Oh, so
no,
so
hold
the white
on.
man gave y'all that then, right? You
no, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
You agreeing to it?
Bad. Why are you running from my question, bro? You being trying to be real slick. Are you going to take that debate or not? Are you going to take that debate or not?
I asked you
in the 70s and 1800s, Black Americans always said they was from African descent and never said they was American. Exactly. How long you gonna be live for? Because I gotta go. I
want to deal with the African shit first,
and I want to deal with the American shit first.
Bro,
check it out. I gotta
realize
my lady.
If we take whether or not the white man told y'all that was African, then we're gonna prove that it was indoctrination. Which I can prove that in certain areas, the white in certain time frames, yes, it's gonna be so-called niggas saying that because them niggas indoctrinated by the white man. Which this is how you got the term African.
Bab, check it out. I gotta go get this food for my girl, so I gotta jump off it. But I'll jump back on if you still up here.
I'm gonna be up here. I'm kicking it, bro.
But I want to know, where are these black people who said that they?
I got it, bro. I got them.
So why we not debating that then? Because I'm saying ain't none.
But you saying white people didn't give y'all Africans. Didn't give y'all that. I'm saying, why don't you want to debate that?
All right, this is what I'm saying.
Hold on. I asked you for the topic first.
This is what I'm saying. You want to hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm saying white people named every continent on the face of the earth. But as far, hold on, look, let me finish. That doesn't change the fact that after these white people named the place Africa, that black people didn't know that that's the continent they came from.
You're doing some bad.
No, that's the truth.
Listen, I'm saying white people.
You don't have the guts to be what you want to be.
The reason I do these videos is to see if people can be honest with themselves, to see if they can be critical of the people that they follow on these social media platforms. So up now, I have legendary Top Cats, who should be called a legendary hypocrite.
I'm not in control of the family. Then it's not me that can come out here and study something and go back and tell my grandma and my auntie and them that, hey, this is who we are. Now they know exactly who they are. You know what I mean? And I'm not one of these people who gonna come out here and tell you that I'm 100% Indian and I ain't got and I know what the hell happened here. You know what I'm saying? We have our burial sites down in Louisiana. We have 2 burial sites down there, one on 40 acres, another one on 100. On one of them, they have Spaniards. We have Irish. That's why I always talk about the Black Dutch here. We got Black Irish, Black Spaniards. We have Africans. I told motherfuckers that my grandma, her great grandma was mixed with African. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of flack from that in my community. Right. I'm not here to lie to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to talk about that.
How you know that, bro? How you know you ain't got no African blood in you?
Because I know who my mom and daddy is.
So you saying that the Africans and the Indians wasn't hooking up? They wasn't getting together?
What? No, sir. Prove it.
They're not melanated. They're not melanated. Your parents are not melanated. Bro.
Tell you something, bro. We don't give them nothing. We don't give them nothing. Oh yeah, you know, in some cases that nigga prove it. Hell no. I told motherfuckers that my grandma, her great grandma was mixed with African. I ain't seen no African nigga prove it. I'm not giving you niggas no African. I'm not. You can't have it. I told motherfuckers that my grandma, her great grandma was mixed with African. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of flack from that in my community.
Right. So you heard it from the horse's mouth. 1 minute he's African, next minute he's not.
I see you.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. How you want it, dog? Huh?
Break the lane, I'm trying to make a name, but my sick thoughts got me by my brain.
Now, everybody in the world know the Aboriginals can't fight. I'm just gonna. Now, everybody in the world know the Aboriginals can't fight. Now, everybody in the world know the Aboriginals can't fight. Now, everybody in the world know the Aboriginals can't fight. I'm just gonna keep it real. Everybody know the Aboriginals ain't got nothing for themselves. We're gonna keep this shit real. If you're an Aboriginal, man, I hate to be the one to break it to you.
Damn.
But nigga, you ain't never saw no Aboriginal war, nigga. Man. Send me a video with a timestamp. You ain't never seen no Aboriginal war, and they won a successful military only when they fought with us last year.
So he's saying they over. Yo, he said they got no lead.
I didn't know he was going hard like that on them.
Oh,
he said they ain't got no wins, and the only time they did win was when they linked up with them. You heard him say that?
Look, shit, look, hold on. Get your shit off, Top. Get your shit off.
Get your shit off.
Seen no Aboriginal war, and they won a successful military only when they fought with us last year. And they didn't even win out of them phase.
Nah, this is classic, y'all. This is classic. This is classic, right?
Yeah, I think
Let's smoke signal go.
Yeah, let's get some. I want to keep playing this, but let's get an Aboriginal up here for this, man.
Yo, the link is pinned, y'all. I need.
Not a coincidence is a major factor in this community, and people don't even know it. Goofy motherfuckers.
We have a bunch of savages working for us. We got to keep them.
What tribe you from?
I'm Blackfoot Cherokee.
You Blackfoot Cherokee?
Yes, sir.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You got your little stuff and all that on today?
Yeah.
You know, I'm a little Cherokee too.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I speak to you in Cherokee language?
I don't know as much as I suppose to.
I'm gonna show you how to say something, right? So you want to say, "Hey, black brother."
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I'm alright, bro.
Huh?
I got you.
You got me?
Yeah.
Did you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like every time I see one of my Cherokee brothers, I like to say, you know what I'm saying?
Represent.
Yeah.
See, we're talking about Black and African Americans. We're not talking about this beef shit that we're on. We're not on this drama shit right now. We're on Aboriginal.